This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. Alright, we're here at Cadnua and we're going to leave Cadnua to go try to cause some shit to happen.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
We're gathering our party. We're venturing forth. We have danced. We have danced. And there was not too much booty in the pants. Not to dance. Not to dance. This is starting to sound like a Dr. Seuss book. Oh, that would be an amazing parody Dr. Seuss book. Booty in the Pants by Dr. Seuss. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I was just going to travel around and try to make time pass so that something would happen at the castle here. So let's just jam over to Silent Least real quick and spend some time. One day, 14 hours. Need to explain your references? Which references, Saito? You talking about the Blair Witch Project thing? Because no, I did not get that reference. Even though I have seen the Blair Witch Project once, a very long time ago, I don't remember anything about it other than the fact that it sucked major ass. Oh, here we go. A messenger from Defiance Bay has arrived at Cadnua. Palace messenger. Lord Sidrock is also there. It says I have a million-ass prestigious visitors, but I don't know. When you did damn bold, booty in the hold. That is pretty good. That's like a pirate version. It's actually really clever, because it's the other meaning of booty. The older, more traditional meaning of booty. And then you turn it into a pirate thing. Pretty clever, man. Pretty clever. That'd be a good Weird Al Yankovic version of the song. We'll go back and see what's up with this messenger. I get back and the keep is all like destroyed and burning, and that'd be awesome. All my people are dead. Only the best in loading screen gameplay here on Josiah's channel.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Ah, so now we have a new quest that's popped up. Another messenger from the Ducal Palace has arrived in Cadnua. Chancellor Warren said he'd send another messenger if anything new regarding my disputed ownership of Cadnua came up. Chancellor Warren seems to have sent another messenger from the Ducal Palace in Defiance Bay. The messenger is awaiting me in the Great Hall. Weird Al even still active? I have no idea if he is or not. I don't even remember the last time I heard a Weird Al song. Oh, no, Word Crimes wasn't that long ago, and is really fucking good. It's a fucking parody of Blurred Lines, and it's about grammar. It's so good. It's so good. And that wasn't that long ago, because Blurred Lines wasn't that long ago. Okay, what now? There's the messenger. That's what I'd like to see. An actual person being here when they're supposed to. Pardon the intrusion, milady. Chancellor Warren urgently requests that you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Why do I have to go there? Alright. Why isn't the Chancellor meeting me at the palace? Perhaps the Chancellor is meeting with you in an unofficial capacity. It happens from time to time. Perception 16 tells me the messenger stares at the ground, avoiding eye contact. Wait, I needed 16 perception to notice that? Really? Is it about Cadnua again? I don't know. My apologies, milady. I'm merely a messenger. You notice a bead of sweat trickle from the messenger's brow. Wait a minute, is he lying? Remind me who Chancellor Warren is. He's the legal arbiter for Earl Battermore, Lord of the Grasp. I believe you made his acquaintance at the Ducal Palace. Alright, so he knows. I thought maybe he wouldn't really know who he was and we would find out that he's lying. I'll meet with the Chancellor when I can. Perception 17. The messenger bows stiffly. As he exits the chamber, he gives an audible sigh of relief before the doors slam shut behind him. Why was he so nervous? What's that all about? I think he's lying. I think we're going to get ambushed when we go there. I think we're going to get ambushed. Chancellor Warren has requested another meeting with me. This time he wants to speak with me at the Charred Barrel in the Brackenbury district of Defiance Bay. Palace messenger leaves. Alright, let's go. I'd probably just go with gold. Too much booty in the hold, though, because it's one syllable, so it fits with the rhythm of the song. Gold, too much booty in the hold. Gold, too much booty in the hold. Gold, too much booty in the hold.
It can be with the absence of children.
You know? Okay. Brackenbury. Gambold means dance, plus it's an archaic English term. Is it from French? Got it fitting for Sunless Sea. Got a good point there. You make a good point. Here's the Charred Barrel. Let's go in here and get this shit going on. Origin is indeed French. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. No government official will ever meet with you in an inn unless it's a trap. I know, right? This is so a trap. This ain't my fucking first rodeo. You think I don't recognize your fucking trap? Your trap-ass trappity trap from Trap Town? What's up, Abelhart Scarian? It's been about 1,000,000 hours since we talked to you.
Welcome.
No, we don't need to hire any adventurers.
Let's see what lies this way.
Chancellor, wait, that's actually him, but it still could be a trap. Alright, hold them up. Hold them the fuck up.
I'm going.
Understudy. Are you
I'm
holding
ready.
them up? Are you holding them up?
I understand.
Are they being held up currently?
Following your lead.
Gambold, too much booty in the hole. Gambold, too much booty in the hole. Gambold, too much booty in the hole. Pretty good, it's catchy. Inns, alleys, and out-of-the-way corners of the forest are not known haunts for people on the up and up, right? Lady Katie, what brings you to Bracken... Oh, yeah, he doesn't even know. What brings you to Brackenberry? It's a trap! Look around the room. You realize that the charred barrel has gone quiet, and turn to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. Oh dear. The Chancellor quickly ducks behind the table. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. I recognize... Ooh, she's got a crew with her. The woman leading the armed group lowers her cowl with one hand while keeping the other on a pistol tucked into her belt. You immediately recognize Gathman's captain. Now that the sheep have been herded from their pen, you and I can conduct our business, unfortunate as it may be. I remember you. You were with Lord Gathman at the palace. And I you, she grins. I'll admit, you seem quite interesting. Alas, duty calls. What do you want? Oh, I think you know. Lord Gathman has ordered your death. She forces a frown. A shame, really. I admire your exploits, even if only half of them are true. Sadly, I have my orders. Gathman will lose. You should work for me. Yeah! Come work for me! The man is swine, albeit noble, wealthy swine. Her lip curls in feigned disgust. Were I to do it again, I doubt I'd have taken in with him. But what's done is done, and Lord Gathman is as ruthless as he is arrogant. He'll go to great lengths to avenge a betrayal. I didn't betray him. At no point was I ever allied with him. At no point did I ever agree to anything with him. At no point were we ever friends. At no point did I ever imply to him that I would not punch him in the face. There was no betrayal. What could you offer to make me consider such a risk? How about 100,000 copper? Because I can drop that right now and not even miss it. And not even miss it. He doesn't give you that much, I guarantee it. Let's just go, I guess we'll give 2,500. That seems like not that much money, but... A simple bribe. Walk away and... Wait, no! I don't want to do that, though. I want her to work for me. I don't want her to just leave. If she's not going to work for me, I want to fucking kill these people. But maybe if I bribe her now, it will lead to her working for me later. A simple bribe. Walk away and pretend this conversation never happened. No. No. That's not what Katie would do. It's not what Katie would do. Let's finish this, then. Oh, if she betrays him, she'll risk horribly. Right. Return to court. Defeat Emery. The meeting with Chancellor Warren was a trap laid by Lord Gathman. He sent a group of his men-at-arms, led by Captain Emery, to assassinate me. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
Hey.
Look at these scrubs. I don't think they understand. Do they understand? They don't understand. Oh, just get charged all up on your whole line, sons and/or daughters. This motherfucker think he's doing. Alright. Dance too much booty in the pants. Dance too much booty in the pants. Dance too much booty in the pants. Why is that stuck in my head? What did you do to me, Saito? What did you do to me?
Got him!
Oh, motherfucker. Dance too much booty. Dance, dance too much booty. Now we're really remixing it. That guy's stunned and paralyzed. Sure, Captain Emery. I really liked you. You seemed cool. No, Katie would never refer to herself as an honorable lady.
Let's go.
Never in a million years.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Mistakes were made, lives free of 2 live crew songs were lost. Well, that was unexpected. Warren emerges from beneath his table and smooths the rumpled sleeves of his robe. It does make the strange reports I've received from the grass make more sense in context, however. What haven't you told me? Old Badamar decided to keep an eye on Lord Gathman's activities. Gathman has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose we can't say. I'd advise you to take extra precautions at Cadnua. He may be attempting to place spies or saboteurs within your walls. Be wary, Katie. I don't think you've seen Lord Gathman's endgame yet. He swallows the rest of his ale and gives you a curt nod before heading for the door. Alright, well, let's do this, man. Return to Cadnua. The false meeting with Chancellor Warren and the attack by Captain Emery were both distractions to keep me away from Cadnua for a time. I need to return there to find out what's been going on in my absence. Yeah, what has been going on? I remember Two Live Crew was such a big deal back in the day when I was a kid because they were like the most explicit group out there. They were the only ones really who had lyrics as explicit as they did. And so of course everybody wanted to listen to them. Just for that.
Steady does it.
Sorry, Captain Emery. We could have had something special. But you decided to get your ass killed instead. Malarkey, possibly shenanery. That's what's happening. Yeah, shenanery seems likely. Because that's a word. What year did that song come out, Sato? I might play that song every time I take a break from my stream from now on. Could be my music that goes on when I'm not at the computer, and that would really surprise people. Anybody that never heard it before and they're just listening to my stream, they would never suspect when the thing comes up, I'll be right back, and then all of a sudden that song comes on, they'd be like, what the fuck? It'd be great. I think it would get old quickly, though. Back to Sea Nizzle. Back to Caduceus. No, it's not Caduceus.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
How do you not know? I expect you to know everything, Saito. When you don't know a thing, it shakes my entire worldview of what the nature of reality is. So, let's not do that, okay? Speak to the mob in front of your great hall of Cadnua. A mob of common folk have gathered in front of the great hall of Cadnua. They seem incredibly angry about something. Lord Gathman's doing, no doubt. Well, I seem incredibly angry about not sleeping, so I'm gonna rest. Azuro leaves. Don't think I care about that.
Keeping quiet.
Uh-oh. I hear bajiggity people. Please tell me I don't have to, like, butcher a whole bunch of my villagers.
I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop them, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more.
Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had.
There she is!
A woman points at you, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon you.
What's going on here? We want justice! You've been terrorizing us and we won't stand for it any longer! Go on. You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying we was overdue! I did no such thing. For me, it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years, and this was the first I'd heard of such a thing.
Other people in the crowd chime in with similar stories.
Those weren't my men. Yeah, who were they? They weren't no common bandits. What makes you think I sent these men? They said they were acting on orders from the Lady of Cadnua. That's you! If this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops?
Will 100,000 copper cover your damages, people? Because I can give that to you right now and not even notice.
And my goods, and the families of my guards.
Leave before I hang the lot of you from Cadnua's walls? I don't care about your idiot son or your trade goods. Get out of my keep. Even though Katie almost never does something benevolent, she's going to do this time because, honestly, 1,000 copper is nothing to me.
Share this amongst yourselves. Most generous of you, milady.
The villagers nod and smile at you, uttering thanks as they distribute the coins between them. 3 prestige for the stronghold. Solid. Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable thorn in every ruler's side, eh, Katie?
What brings you to Cadnua?
I have news about Lord Gathbun. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious ears. Let's not, because I gotta go through a loading screen twice if we go in there. Can we just talk about it here, please? Fucking asshole. Meet Marshal Forwin at your Great Hall in Cadnua. Marshal Forwin says he has news about Lord Gathbun's activities. He wishes to speak with me in my Great Hall at Cadnua. Came out in 1999. Same year as Planescape Torment. That's the year I moved back to Reno from Denver. And the year before, I broke into the bank here and stole the lollipops. I'm just going to drop that right there and not even tell the story. And what else happened in 1999? I partied like it was the year that it was, that's for sure. Marshal Forwin, what do you even want? Lady Katie, I've received word that Lord Gathbun is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears a peaceful claim to Cadnua is no longer possible. Think you got your first Game Boy in 1999? I had a Game Boy briefly at some point in my childhood, but it was definitely way before 1999. Would have been more like 1990. Or 89 even. It might have even been 89. I don't know, when did the first Game Boy come out? When I ask you these questions, I assume you know the answer, and if you don't, I expect you to Google them and pretend like you know. Because that, you know, keeps my worldview intact, that you know everything. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. Oh, I didn't have a Game Boy Color. I just had the old shitty Game Boy with the shitty non-color screen. Played a lot of Tetris on that thing. I have a fortress with strong walls. Why not let Gathman's army come to me? Oh, probably because they're going to raise and pillage the fucking countryside until I come out and face them. Lord Gathman isn't fool enough to risk tearing down Cadnua just to kill you. And if you shield yourself behind these walls, he'll have free reign to torment your subjects in the countryside. Earl Badamar will see you're in action against Lord Gathman as a sign that you're unwilling to perform your duties as Lord of Cadnua. Losing his support will have dire consequences. Taking the fight to Lord Gathman is your only option. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored Lord Gathman will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. He grins and winks. Still, I'd not tarry long. Why can't I just go to wherever he is and just personally assassinate him right now? How is that not an option? Why won't the Earl officially legitimize my claim? It's a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathman's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing the man outright. With Gathman dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Gathman. Those, if court gossip is to believe, are few and far between. Well, yeah, the guy's a douche. Who cares about him, really? Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less. No. If Gathman is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be noble in the Deerwood. I don't want to be noble in the Deerwood, honestly. Seriously, he can have this fucking place. I do want to kill his army, though, so... After I kill his army, he can have this place. Let's talk about my army. The Marshal nods. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Cadnua. Hopefully, people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathman's. Any hirelings stationed at Cadnua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. Alright, I've already got all 8 hired. I received a missive from the Dozens. They've heard about the situation and will send a squad of their finest arquebusiers when the time for battle comes. Alright, people are going to shoot some arquebuses. Arquebi, I don't know. What's the status of my regular troops? The Marshal shakes his head. Too green and too few. If you go up against Lord Gathman now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. We need to recruit veteran troops. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 coppers should cover the expenses. Alright, I can drop 10,000 coppers and not even know it. Like, I've got 10,000 coppers in my fucking couch. This should do. His eyes widen. It will be done. What special allies do I have available? A squad of arquebusiers from the Dozens will reinforce your archers. That's it? That's all for now. Very well. What about all the other things I've allied with over the time? I thought all kinds of homies were going to come back from people that I've been nice to, like fucking Vithrax and all kinds of random groups and ogres and shit were going to come and be like, yeah, we'll fight with you because you were cool to us. Apparently not. Maybe I haven't been cool to that many people. Maybe I've mostly slaughtered. I don't know. Lord Gathman hasn't given up on taking Cadnua from me. He's tried to have me killed, stirred up trouble in the land around Cadnua, and now he's raising an army against me. The Battle of Yenwood Field. Lord Gathman is assembling an army of mercenaries in an attempt to wrest control of Cadnua from me by force. I'll need to raise my own army to stop him. This is a cool side quest for them to add in the game for free, absolutely. Help Marshal Forwin raise an army at Cadnua. To fight Lord Gathman's forces, I'll need an army of my own. Marshal Forwin will assist me in the logistics of it all, coordinating things at the Great Hall in Cadnua. He'll wait there until I command my army to march to Yenwood Field. My allies in the Dozens will send some of their veteran arquebusiers to aid my archers, assuming I remain in their good favor until the battle. Lord Gathman's army grows, Katie. Don't ignore this threat. Alright, let's go do it. Let's just go fucking do it. Yeah, in fairness, Katie is no Seraphina. Seraphina was down with all the peeps, even if she couldn't skip. Katie has dealt with people a little bit more roughly. This is true. You notice I don't exactly have benevolent... I do... How the fuck did I get benevolent too? I've literally, like, picked a benevolent option, like, once. Maybe twice. If these could go above 4, my Stoic and Aggressive would be really high. They'd be like 5, 6, 7... Because I've picked a ton of Stoic and Aggressive options ever since I've been at 4 Stoic and Aggressive. Alright. It's time, Marshal. Assemble the army and march to Yenwood Field. Excellent. Morale is high and the troops are eager to follow you to glory. Are you certain you wish to march? Yes, I'm sure. Give the order. As you command. I'll march the army to Yenwood Field. Will you accompany us? Yes, let's march. Pretty sure it's not possible to have all of those traits at once without being a sociopath. You probably could, because you don't really have to pick each thing that many times to have the traits, and there's so many options to pick the different ones. If you were set out to do it on purpose, I'll bet you could get all the traits. Maybe you couldn't get them all of them to 4, but you could get all of them, you know, to like at least 2 probably, or 3. And people are complicated. I think in real life, you know, if we were keeping track of every single time somebody said something malevolent, or said something cruel, or said, you know what I'm saying? If you were keeping track of every time you used one of those, I think most people in the real world would have all of the traits at least a certain low level. I mean, people can be very kind and very cruel in the same person, you know, depending on the circumstances, what part of their life it is, what's going on in their life, what's going on that day, what the stresses they're under are, what, you know, who the person they're dealing with, what the context of the situation is. I don't think people just have, like, one personality trait that they just are all the time. At least not most people. Ooh, this is getting epic. Joke ruined, throwing my toys off the pram. Oh. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathman's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their foes, while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Marshal Foran approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathman's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. I'm going to inspect my forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors, offering advice to the occasional joke, If you actually command the army, that would be badass. I know, if they actually threw us down on the map with, like, you know, 100 people. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be like hundreds and hundreds. But even if it was like 100 v 100, I don't think this engine could handle that, though. I don't think it could handle it. Offering advice with the occasional joke. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass, in thunderous approval of their lord. Of their lady. Some marksmen from the dozens make final preparations for the upcoming battle. They collectively sing a bawdy tavern song as they meticulously clean arquebuses nearly as tall as a man. Any idea what Gathman is planning? Marshal Foran strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I doubt he is foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. I really hope he does. That would be hilarious. I will jib that motherfucker. Sound the horn, Marshal Foran. It's time to finish this. Marshal Foran begins barking orders, and your troops quickly form up. Gathman's army follows suit as Adiran war drums echo across the field. Within a few moments, the Marshal raises a brass horn and the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. Do it, Marshal. Blow the boar. Blow that boar. Cadnua, send these Adiran dogs to Berith. Tonight, the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory. Okay, that's probably the best one. Tonight, the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory! Katie got serious there. She got fucking serious. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapon to shield as the marshal's horn sounds. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as your archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathbin's army. The missiles hiss through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold move, Gathbin points his sword towards your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry, shields raised, charge the field. Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sound of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. This shit is like... I'm imagining the season finale of Game of Thrones. Actually, the one before the season finale, this last one. The penultimate episode of the last season, where they had the huge battle. That was pretty awesome. The fighting is fierce and the screams of the dying numerous. Led by veteran warriors rallied to your cause, the troops fight valiantly and appear to be holding their ground. The battle thus far appears to be a stalemate. Uh-oh. Who are these assholes? I fucking hate wizards. Hate wizards so much. Then a group of Adiran battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin weaving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among your troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. From the left flank, a unit of Rawatai berserkers, clad in plate armor and wielding greatswords, begin to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. How did he get all these things? Where the fuck are all my special troops? Meanwhile, Bleak Walker paladins, dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield. I mean, if it's a matter of money and hiring dudes, like, I have tons of money. I could have hired all kinds of armies. Dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield, stride back and forth behind Gathbin's lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Forwin looks at you for orders. I'm going to study the battlefield. Your troops fight bravely and your lines are holding for the moment. Gathbin's army is slowly pushing you back and casualties are mounting. Defeat is likely. We need to deal with those battle mages. We need to deal with those battle mages. What's your plan, Lord Katie? Have the dozens arquebusiers open fire. The arquebusiers quickly form a line and unleash a salvo of gunfire into the battle mage ranks. Bullets tear through their magical defenses, and the wizards fall by the score. Fearing the gunfire, the unit breaks and retreats from the battlefield. I knew that the gunners would be good against the wizards because they said in the lore of this game world, the reason guns were invented were to take out wizards. Because wizards, like, special magical shield thing that they can put around themselves, doesn't stop bullets. So as soon as I saw those battle mages, I thought, oh yeah, our gunners are going to handle that shit. As the battle rages, Marshal Forwin looks to you for orders. I study the battlefield again. Alright, things are going badly still. The Bleak Walkers must die! Marshal Forwin shakes his head. We have no allies available to throw against them. Our only hope is to break through Gathbin's line and kill him. So I have a feeling I could have gotten all kinds of cool allies for this, like special units that would be helping me here. And it sort of pisses me off that I've gone through the entire game and the expansion and didn't get any special units to help me. Even though I've helped all these different groups. I mean, I don't know, it sort of sucks. Why aren't the people of Stalwart helping me? Why aren't the Vithrak that I made friends with helping me? Why aren't the I don't know, somebody else helping me? I allied with what's her name, with Lengrath and her dragons. Why don't they show up and help out? I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But no, I got nothing. I got one group of dudes with guns and that's it. Our only hope is to break through Gathbin's line and kill him. Well, In that case, let's do this. Everyone on me! Charge! As the remainder of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crests a nearby hill. As Gathman's reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. The new arrivals quickly join Gathman's forces on the field. I'm gonna, lose this battle. As the battle rages, your forces fight valiantly, pressing ever forward. Casualties on both sides are high, and victory remains elusive for either side. Katie! Oh, that's Lord Gathman. Katie! Lord Gathman strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. We both know it must come down to this. Come now, it's time I put you down like the dog you are. Oh, you're dead, dude. I point at Gathman, then make a throat-slicing gesture. Also, I do the thing where I point at my own eyes, and then I point at him like I'm watching you. No, I don't do that. Oh, it's on and cracking. Holy shit! There's a lot of people on the... Oh my god! It's not 100 or anything, but there's a lot of people. Maybe altogether it's 100, I don't know. Should I count them? I'm not gonna count them. Wow. They're not playing. This is a huge battle. It's way bigger than any battle, you know, in the actual regular game up to this point. So there's... Where the hell is Lord Chumpley Pants? There he is. Lord Gathman, and he's got a gang of dudes. A gang of dudes. Alright. What are they doing? Why are they killing each other? Okay. Alright, my people go charging in. And then now we go in behind them. I can tell this is hitting the frames. Alright, let's go. Adair? You're up first, brother. He goes in there. Palagina. Wow, this is a fucking mess. Run in there. Run up there into Paralyze Cone. Kill this dog. Oh, there's Lord Gathman right there. I'm putting both rogues on him. He's about to go the fuck down. Look at him, he's almost dead. Well, he's not almost dead, but he's hurt. Where's Palagina? Where is she? I need her to get up in here and do like a... Oh, fuck me. And do a big stompy stomp thing that she does.
Got it!
Abaddon's labor! There. Charge. And let's do a amplified wave on Palagina. And let's run up in here and do a Paralyzed Cone. And Adair can knock this one down. And Lord Gathman, we're wrecking his fucking face. We're pushing his shit in. And Gathman just got jibbed. Devil of Karak just jibbed Gathman for a lot of damage. 30, 62, 189, plus the 190. She just 190 pieced him. What's her record now? Oh, she's done 217 before. Wow. Okay, but that was 190. That was nice. Should have attacked me earlier, Gathman, because now it's ogre time. Oh, this fight is going to go into ogre time. But not yet. You know what? I just realized. Obviously, I can arrest after this. I should be pulling out all the stops here. They may have more forces than me, but I have a whole lot of bullshit reinforcements like worms and animats and iridescent scarabs and other iridescent scarabs. And she can do a little G action right here. Oh, a Bleak Walker. And he do a crackling bolt on some of these fools. And she... Where is she, actually? Alright, here. She's in position. Ring of the Ancient Forge! And she needs a target. Let's trash this guy. Actually, no. Let's take that Adiran Priest right there out of the equation. And these things that I just summoned, they can help on the priest. This thing that I summoned can drop some pain. It'll hit my own guys, but it'll hit theirs too. He just lightning bolted some fools. Palagina's gonna get out of the fucking way. Adair. Knock this priest down. Palagina.
I'm ready.
Meanwhile, he's one away from ogre time. What are my other summoned things? Animat, what are you doing? You can use your knockdown on this guy. What's this Bleak Walker doing? She doesn't seem to have a target. Get this guy then. Katie's killing that priest. Sunbeam. Right there. She kill her guy? She killed her guy. She can go after this guy next then. Sunbeam dropped. Now this fight just went into ogre time! Actually, I don't want the ogres right there. I want them like over here. Alright, we got ogres. Meanwhile, we need more sunbeams, please. Brutish Warrior's still alive. Nice. And she needs to shoot somebody. And she killed her. Man, she's a killing machine here. She's kicking. Oh, this Adirian Beguiler. Let's go get him. There. Overwhelming wave. Actually, move like this. Now do it. Overwhelming wave. Wait. Move like this. Now do it. Overwhelming wave. There we go. Now it'll hit all three. Jibbed that guy in the back. And now, Dragon's Breath. Sunbeam. What's going on here? Katie's got this guy on him, on her. Zip over here. Let's blind this dude. Let's stun this guy. Cool, he got stunned, she got away. Finish off this priest, please, with a blinding. There. Let's use dancing bolts here. Just use this. Jolting touch on this guy right here. Saito says, hey guys, the dude who was paying you and directing you? Yeah, he's dead. So unless you're planning on negotiating payment with this bit of his brain matter on my shoe, why don't you fuck off? I know, right? I don't think that's how it works, though. I think once you start a battle, you kind of have to finish it. She's killed another one. She can go after this one next. Fuck it, let's throw a blessing down. The ogres are still pounding away. Dare's taking his sweet time killing people over here. Katie just jibbed that one. Now she can take this berserker right here. This fight just went into ogre time again. Double ogre time! Katie's getting worked by this bleak walker all of a sudden, huh? Alright, she can vanish then. She's all of a sudden not doing well. She's getting attacked by this guy. Let's do a quick silent scream. She needs to heal herself. He needs to help heal her as well. Alagina's carving through people. So many meat meteors are raining down on the battlefield, I know, right? Are all of our people dead? I think our people are all dead. Other than, I mean, my party. But I mean, like, as far as my army, I think they're all dead. Which doesn't surprise me. Katie, did she vanish? She vanished. Good. Now she needs to come and tear somebody up. So she's gonna kill this guy now. She's out of special shots. Let's use Sever the Soul. She's finally killed her target. We'll double team this one. Come over here and heal Katie. Alagina. I'm not using any scrolls or anything here. Or potions. I'm just using our daily abilities from items and stuff. What's he doing? Let's get this done. Let's get this done, Adair. Everybody that's over here, kill that. Everybody that's over here, kill that.
Got him!
Everybody in the whole battlefield, kill that.
I have them!
We win! You can collect all their belongings afterwards and sell it, you'll probably make a profit. Yeah. Victory! I mean, my entire army got killed, but, you know, my party's fine. Lord Gathman lies dead before you, his army scattered. Bloodied and exhausted, your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. Katie! 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 Yeah, we did pretty much just handle some business right there. That was pretty epic. That was cool. I'll bet they tested a lot to determine what the max number of fighters they could have on the screen without too much affecting performance. That was probably about the cap right there. for how many they could have without it hurting performance too much. Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale, and he looks as if he will be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. Lady Katie, while I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Gathbun should have just been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against a severed head. In any event, as the legal arbiter of Earl Badamar, I'm here to inform you that you've been declared a Thainu of the Deerwood, and Cadnua has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord, Earl Badamar. I'll just nod. That's fine. I don't care. Well then, if everything is in order, the Chancellor clears his throat. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if... He steps in a pile of entrails with a wet squish as he turns to leave. On second thought, I'll come and visit you. Yes, perhaps in a year, or 3. Lady Katie, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Gihren's Grasp. The Earl has an urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war stories with you over a cup or two. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm grip, then turns on his heel. Yay, we win, and now we can loot all the bodies.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
That was awesome. That was pretty fucking cool. Gathbun family signet. Balance of Ogre Might. Hunting belt. Ring of Anshackling. The greatest hits of items that I have a bunch of. I feel like it's only letting me loot the enemy dead, not my own dead. Which is a shame. It is. See guys, crime doesn't pay unless done on an unimaginably horrible scale. Then it super pays. That is pretty much the truth of the world, man. Gathbun family signet. Grants lords authority. 1 per stronghold turn. +5 might, +5 resolve, immune to charm to dominator for 30 seconds. That's pretty nice. +10% ability area of effect. This ring has been passed down from father to son in the Gathbun family for generations. Thanks to you, that tradition has been permanently shattered. Though made for the Gathbuns, the power of the ring is connected to the rule of Cadnua itself. Ability area of effect, I think that's something that Kana would quite like to have. Or Grieving Mother. Actually, her more so. I'll get rid of that Suppress Affliction ring, because I literally never use it. Alright, I'd like to venture forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yenwood Field is now on my map, too. Cool. Well, we won that one. Let's go back to Cadnua and rest. I guess it's time. I guess it's time to go down the damn hole. We are at that point, I think. Wow. We are ready for the end game. Because we have done every single piece of side content in the entire world, including the whole expansion. It's finally time to go on to Act 4 and end this motherfucker. I'm excited. It's exciting. Time to quest for glory in the hole. Yes. It is time to go deep down Theos' hole.
I must admit, even I have my
This
limits.
place
I need
is
to
beautiful
rest.
as it can be with the absence of children.
Alright. Yeah, we're ready to go. Let's just take another look here. Battle of Yenwood Field. Lord Gathman is dead and his claim to Cadnua is ended. All quests, all side quests complete. All tasks complete. All expansion quests complete. All that's left is go down the hole. Go down the hole. So, with no further ado, nothing new to report. Oh, a grand adventure. Aloth, would you like to go on that? Oh, look! I lost a bunch of my hirelings. They actually died, but 3 of them didn't. Who didn't die? Valiant Shockmage, Vanguard Soldier, and Warden of the Vines. I didn't even see those ones on the field. I think they didn't die because they didn't show up. We'll get a new Rauatai Line Breaker. We'll get a new Barathite Cleric. We'll get a new Mercenary Captain. We'll get a new Blooded Thug. And a new Skirmish Archer. I'd like to imagine that Palagina's room has a barrel full of seed and newspapers lining the floor. That's fucked up. Alright. That is going to do it for this episode. In our next one, we will go forth and go down into Sun and Shadow to the end of the game. Finally. It's time. So thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.